much, Professor. Now, Władysław Teofil Bartoszewski will ask the question. Mr. Speaker, Professor, what was the most difficult in the whole process of organizing and carrying out the vaccines, and what kind of potential errors or problems we should stay away from?
Thank you. You know, I think that a key thing that we've learned is that we have to combine order with agility, because if you allow anarchy, then you will have queues and you will have people barging into your vaccination clinics, and that's very difficult. But if you are very insisting on the dogmas, then you might throw away vaccines at the end of the day. So what we did is we tried to keep everything in order in terms of people invited. But towards the end of the day, when you are left, we have leftovers, and you don't have enough people from within the prioritized group, you allow other people from outside the prioritization group. And we see in every vaccination clinic, there's a queue at the end of the day of people outside the age groups that are waiting to see what are the leftovers, and they come in and they get vaccinated. So they think that's very helpful, was very helpful to us. Another point, which is still, we haven't sorted out yet, is how do we tackle people that are bedridden, that cannot leave their home? You cannot drive the vaccine to them because the vaccine is very sensitive to rocking. So you cannot take it to their home. So we still have we haven't figured out how do we vaccinate them. So for now, we vaccinate their caretakers and their home members. And this is how we tackled it. So I think that's another interesting lesson that we've learned, I think, the hard way. So I hope it will be of benefit to our friends in Poland as well.
Bardzo dziękujemy, pan poseł.
Thank you very much. The next MP. Professor, we look at envy at the efficiency of your program. In March, pretty much 100% of the population will have been vaccinated, and I think we'll be reaching 15% in March. So I wanted to ask, when did you have the information that you can cover 100% in terms of the sourcing of the vaccine? Because this is one of the key success factors. And the second, the teachers. Are the teachers part of the priority group? And the final thing, when you will have the whole population inoculated, will all the lockdown restrictions will be eased? What will happen?
Yes. So
thank you. And two final questions. Senator Chebicka, how do you approach to the inoculation of patients post transplants, and also are you considering to vaccinate children at some point?
For these final questions, I will try to address them shortly because in respect for the time, I know that we are about to end at the hour and I will have myself to go to the government meeting. So briefly answering, yes, we are vaccinating also people post-transplant because they are at high risk for complications of COVID-19. We will be continuously closely monitoring the real-world impact through the Clalit Research Institute and through other measures. We will continuously monitor the real-world impact of this vaccination campaign on our disease rates, and we will gauge the next groups that we will focus on according to that. School teachers are in the next priority level, and they have already been invited in the last 2 or 3 days. We already began inviting proactively the teachers to get the vaccine, because we know that when we will open the lockdown, they will be one of the first groups that will be again in closed rooms in a potential of infecting others and being infected. And so this is one of our next key groups that we're vaccinating right now. So with that, I would like to end, and I really want to thank you again for the opportunity to be with you today.
Panie profesorze, bardzo dziękuję.
Professor, thank you very much. Now, a few words at the end of this meeting. Professor Grodzki, Professor, thank you very much that in your very busy schedule, in this height of the fight with pandemic, you had a chance to meet us in Poland. Thank you very much. And we hope that this is only the first, but not the last meeting, because it is wonderful to speak to wise people. This is very valuable, because the worst thing in the life of politicians is that the politicians think that they know everything, and they should be listening to wise people who are also successful in what they do. I would like to commend and congratulate Israel on their success, and we hope that Poland will follow into your footsteps in our inoculation program. So once again, thank you very much that you were with us. Thank you very much. Thanks.